and welcome to the Sea Dragon Slayer. My name is Kira, and thank you so much for joining me. I know it's been a bit. The last time I recorded the video was almost a month ago. Just a lot of stuff has been going on. Thank you so much for tuning in this time. Little bit of a life update. It's cold, it's winter. I know officially winter doesn't start until the 22nd of December, but it's winter up here. And on top of just like dealing with regular depression, seasonal depression hits me really, really hard, especially when I'm somewhere that does get seasons. Like when I lived in Florida, it wasn't that bad because it's like 78 degrees year round, and I didn't really get the cold, the gloom, the darkness that I do up here. And it's been tough. I really like my job. I'm an accountant, and it's nice. I have like 3 coworkers essentially, and they're nice people and everything. But just lately I've been really meh. It's been difficult for me to do things. I'll go to work, and I usually get to work about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I get off somewhere between 3:30 and 4. And when I get home, I've just been basically eating dinner and going to bed. I just haven't had the energy. So a few weeks ago, I decided that I need to do something about it. And one thing that I know that always helps me is just being around people. And it's the pandemic, so that's difficult to do. So what I decided to do was I decided to pick up a second job. Yay! So I did that, and I am now a part-time seasonal worker at Michael's. So I'm really excited about that. It's helped so much just being back in that retail realm of things. Call me crazy, but I do actually like retail. Even like, I don't know, I just like retail. I like dealing with the customers, even the nasty customers. I don't mind. I like that interaction. I like just being able to help people. And then being in a craft store, it's even better because you talk to people that's like-minded as far as you go with crafting. Oh, what are you working on? Oh, like if they have questions, hey, this is my first time doing this, what would you recommend? It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. But that being said, it's a second job, so it does take up a lot more of my time. I've been working kind of nonstop since I picked up this job. I haven't had a day off. The only day off I had from both jobs was Thanksgiving, which was nice. I did get a fair amount of stuff done on Thanksgiving. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving too. I know this year is probably really different for a lot of people. My fiance and I were not huge Thanksgiving people. We did attempt to celebrate Thanksgiving. Funny story. So we go grocery shopping on Sundays. So we're like, okay, we'll do a Thanksgiving meal. As far as like our meal goes, we picked up like a pre-cooked smoked ham, just a small little one, and a box of macaroni and cheese and some potatoes to make mashed potatoes. And Thanksgiving Day, we wake up and it's cold, and I was like, man, like I would really like some hot chocolate, which clued my fiance into making me a mug of hot chocolate. And then we just kind of like, I was stitching and he was playing his video games. We started getting hungry and we're like, let's go ahead and start cooking, because why not? And we realized that since I had hot chocolate, that we weren't gonna have enough milk. So we're like, oh, no biggie. We'll just like walk to the gas station and get some milk. They're open because it's a gas station. So we're walking there and we're almost to the gas station, and then I realized that I had made French toast earlier that week after grocery shopping, but before like Thanksgiving, that I made French toast and I used up the rest of the butter. So the gas station wasn't gonna have any butter. So we're like, well, there goes that plan, because we can't make macaroni and cheese nor mashed potatoes without butter or milk. So we went to plan C, which was to get our sides from Lizard's Thicket, which is a local, I think they're just in South Carolina. I'm not sure actually even how small in South Carolina, it might just be Columbia, but a chain kind of home style cooking restaurant. It's also kind of fast food, like it has a drive-through, but it's like your traditional Southern cooking of stuff. So we went through their drive-through and picked up sides of mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, and he got some dressing. So we picked that up, and then we came home. I heated my ham up in the microwave. He liked his cold. So that was our Thanksgiving, really low key. It was nice. Normally we don't really do much for Thanksgiving, so we didn't really miss the families or anything like that. I mean, obviously we're missing them, but we didn't miss it for the holidays. So hopefully whatever you guys did, you enjoyed, regardless if you were alone for the first time or if you were able to see family safely or anything like that. But yeah, so that was my first day off from both jobs since I started, and I don't know when the next day off will be. I did have a day off yesterday on Friday, and the reason why I had that day off from both jobs was because I went and got a root canal. Fun stuff. Yeah, I had a lot of dental issues and pinpointed it down to a root canal that was needed, so that's what I did on Friday, and I didn't really do much else. I stitched some, but that was about it. I was pretty loopy still from medication because I can't do doctors. I really don't do doctors. Dentists. I'm fine with doctors. Dentists, for some reason, I don't like dentists. So they were nice enough to give me a prescription just to kind of like knock me out essentially during the procedure and everything like that. So I was just kind of out of it all day, but I did get a fair amount of stitching done, which was definitely nice. Something else I want to mention as well, since my last video, one of the things that I mentioned in my last video was I was doing a lantern decorations for a local organization called Homeless No More, which is an organization to help homeless families essentially get back on their feet. It's an amazing organization. It is the only organization in this area that does allow full families, including fathers and boys over the age of 12. It's a really great organization, and I asked you guys to submit any ideas of how I should decorate the bags or sayings I should put on the bags in order to just promote this awareness and just to let them know that they're not alone, that there's people there to support them, things like that. And I'm thankful to say that I had enough comments between here and my Facebook groups and things like that, my Instagram, that I was able to decorate all the bags. And it turned out really, really nice. I'll try to insert a video here. And then, so it turned out really nice. It was a lot of fun. Just walking around the neighborhood and seeing the other lanterns and everything like that. I think they raised almost $4,000 in the area for the organization, which is amazing. So thank you guys so much for your support and your way of doing it and the way that I asked you. So thank you. I really appreciate that. Okay, moving on. I was actually going to record on Thursday night because I only work my main job on Thursdays, on Wednesdays and Thursdays, because those are my close days. And I was originally going to record on Thursday, but I forgot that my fiance and I were invited to a local screening of a movie that a friend of ours wrote and directed. So a friend of ours, his name is David Axe. He is a writer. He is a news writer by trade. He was overseas and covered a lot of the war and everything like that. He is now back in the States, and he does writing for different various papers, but he also really enjoys writing movies and directing them and filming them and all that kind of fun stuff. So if you're curious about checking out his stuff, he does have a movie actually on Amazon Prime. It's called Lection. Basically the synopsis of that is the world ended and they had an election. Lection is an indie thriller about a local election in a post-apocalyptic society. When you run for office in this village, you literally run and fight and cheat and lie and steal. So that was one of his biggest films that he's done to date. And by big, these budgets are small. They're considered indie films. The budgets are usually within like a couple $1,000s, if that. So keep that in mind. But it's really kind of old school. I don't know. He's not making it to make it like a blockbuster movie or anything like that. It's definitely an indie film. So if you just have some time on your hand and feel like checking it out, definitely do. Support small artists, whatever the medium. And we were actually invited to his newest film that he did. And so we went to our local theater. So we have a independent, privately owned theater called the Nickelodeon here in Columbia. And it runs basically on donations and things like that. So he rented out the theater and gave out select invites. There was 20 of us, I think, maybe 15 to 20 of us in the whole theater. So we definitely were able to space out. Everybody had their masks on. It was a safe environment. We were actually the first showing that the theater has had since essentially lockdown. They're trying to slowly open up with really small showings, just essentially to keep them alive. So this was really great that David was able to rent out this facility to do this. And the movie that we watched was called House Monster, which was really interesting. So the synopsis of the movie is a struggling actress self-quarantines at home to weather a global pandemic. Something joins her. Whatever it is, it's hungry. And as the days wear on, it gets bolder and more talkative. Jen must confront the monster in her house, but first she must confront the monster inside herself. So it was a really good movie. As far like it was hokey, obviously, with like the monsters and things like that, but it was a really good movie. It was really well written. The actress Jen, that's actually her name is Jennifer. She did a great job, and it was a really interesting way that they filmed it. So they filmed this movie. When it says world pandemic, they mean like our current world pandemic. They filmed this in March and April when everything was in lockdown. They did this essentially all social distance. So the different video clips from the people and throughout were self-recorded essentially and then pieced together into a movie. So it was really interesting. concept as far as how it was recorded and everything like that. So it was really, really cool. That has been also picked up by a producer, movie film producer, so it should be out on video at some point. I'll keep you guys posted if you're interested. So anyway, that's life update. I know I mean, it's almost 15 minutes in and I haven't talked much Stitchy stuff. Sorry about that. It's been a while. I just wanted to kind of get you guys caught up. But anywho, Stitchy stuff. So like I said, now that I work 2 jobs, it's kind of been limited as far as what I've gotten done, but I have gotten a fair amount of things done. So the first thing that I want to share with you is my Autumn Lane Stitchery Dark Queen of the Sea Stitch Along. And I'm happy to say that I have now finally finished the 3rd fish. So I just finished it the other day. I'm really far behind in the pattern. They have now released her face and her hair, which is also giving us more options because they have 2 different faces that you can choose from and multiple different hair colors that you can choose from. But I am really, really enjoying this one. I'm looking forward to continue stitching on it now that I'm essentially done with everything Christmas related as far as gifts go. I can focus back on some projects that I enjoy doing. This is definitely one of them. Autumn Lane Stitchery, Aaron, the designer, is absolutely amazing. He has wonderful things. I'm really, really enjoying this one as far as stitching on it, and then also just the aspect that there's lots of options that you can choose. So one of the options is like her chest area. You can choose to have it covered or uncovered. And now then with the face, you have 2 different faces to choose from, as well as different hair designs, which is really, really cool. So I definitely enjoy that one. That was one that I almost didn't do. It was, I don't know, I just almost didn't do it. But I'm really glad I decided to do it though. And then the other one that I got some work done on is my Frosted Pumpkin. This is their Christmas Wreath cross stitch, their Christmas Wreath Club cross stitch pattern. So this is the part 1, and I'm actually still up to date. They haven't released the second part yet. They don't do that until December 18th. So I'm really enjoying this one. It's cute. I don't normally do a lot of like Christmassy things, but I just really liked this concept. It's going to be a wreath once it's done as far as the shape goes. And I know that they're doing a finishing video to turn it into a pillow, but I'm actually thinking of turning it into kind of like an actual wreath to hang up. But I am definitely enjoying that. That was by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. And their stuff is really cute. Let me get a sip of water. They do a lot of really, really cute things. They recently just finished the Chinese Zodiac Stitch Along, which I also contemplated about doing, but I just had too much stuff on my mind, too many other projects I was working on. But my friend, I mean, I consider her a friend, she knows a little bit about me because she did do a shout out in her recent video, but I actually really enjoy watching her. I feel like if we met up in person, we would totally hit it off. But Bobo Stitch and Quilt, she did a video recently on how she finished her Frosted Pumpkin Zodiac Stitch Along, and she actually finished it on a like a dumpling steamer, which is like the wooden box that has multiple sections. So it was really, really cool. I'll try to link the video below, or at least to her site so you can find it. It was a really, really cool way to finish a project I had never even thought of before. I always like seeing how people finish their projects, especially if it's something unique like that. I know she got the idea from somewhere else, but she mentions in her video as well. I just can't think it off the top of my head, but it was really, really cool idea. I might use that idea for a different pattern. But yeah, really, really cool. Something else. So I did get a couple more stitchy things done, but they're presents, so I'm going to stick them at the end of the video. Meanwhile, I do have something fun to show off. Rachel Ray, with Rachel Ray Crafts, she does a Instagram auction, and every month she has a different charity that the proceeds go to. And how she does it is, like, you legitimately, like, if you win the auction, she'll message you once it's over that you won and please donate to, and then she will give you the link and you go right directly there and donate to them, and then screenshot or forward her the confirmation email. So the proceeds definitely go to the organization. Not saying that she would ever do anything besides that, but there are people out there that take cuts out of donations and things like that. So it's really, really cool that she does it this way, so all the proceeds definitely do go to them instead of any sort of handling fee or anything like that. So she recently did an auction, and all the proceeds, I wrote it down. All the proceeds went to the Irish Society for the Prevention of Cruelty of Children, which I did a little bit of research on them as well, and it's just a really great organization that essentially protects children, which is great and amazing. And she gets, Rachel Ray gets donations from other people, as well as she puts things up herself that she can then auction off. And the one thing that I bid on, I did win, and I'm really, really excited about it. So I got my very first project bag that either I didn't make or my mom didn't make, and I'm really, really excited about this. This is from DMSCraftyVortex. I'll link her below, and she used to make and sell project bags. I don't think she sells them anymore, actually. So this is kind of like really awesome that I have an original piece from her. It's a really nice bag. It's nice and big, has the nice vinyl. It has a handle, which I really like because I feel I can hang this up to kind of like display my work in project, my whip that's in here. And then also I do like stitching on the go, so this would be a great one to just like grab and take with me. She does have a how-to video on her FlossTube. Again, it's DMSCraftyVortex. So she actually has a video of how to make this project bag. And I was actually thinking about either using this one or the one that Bobo Stitching Quilt used as my January project bag that my family is going to be, in January, our craft and chat, we're going to be making project bags. So I might actually do this style because not only is her video really good step-by-step how to do it, but since I actually have one in hand, I could then like take a look at it and things like that. So I'm really, really excited about it. I love it. The fabric is cute. It's all kind of like little stitched trees and birds and everything, and then on the other side it's kind of like a really, really pretty deep red. So I'm really thrilled about that. I mean, obviously it's nice to get something, but in general it's also just really nice to give. So I'm really glad that Rachel Ray was able to bring awareness to this organization. And I know she's going to be taking time off in December, but when she starts back up again, I'll make sure to kind of share the organizations that she, and the charities that she's promoting and everything like that, because it's just great. Spread the news if people can. It's always great to give back when and where you can. So that was really, really exciting. And then something else exciting that I recently picked up. So I've really been enjoying watching everybody's Flossmas. So their unboxings of their advent calendars and things like that have been really, really fun. But also at the same time, it's kind of like got me kind of sad because I don't have anything to do. Sure, I can go pick up something, but I don't know, I feel it's kind of too late now. So next year, I definitely want to do at least maybe like a hot chocolate box or something, because I do really like hot chocolate. But at work, we, at Michael's, we're selling these really cute paint your own wooden advent calendars. And I picked one up with my discount. It's like nothing, essentially. Yep, great discounts. And so I picked this up, and my intentions is to go ahead and paint this. And I want to fill the little drawer with little goodies and then stick it away, and then next year pull it back out and open it like an advent calendar. So with my memory, I probably won't remember what I put in the boxes. So it will actually be kind of like an advent surprise calendar for me. I might recall once I see it that like, oh yeah, I remember putting that in there. But honestly, it'll still be kind of a surprise every day of like what I pull out. So if you have any suggestions of what I should put in here, please let me know. Obviously nothing like food or candy because it will be stuck away for a year, but anything else, it doesn't necessarily have to be craft related, but it is small. It's 2 inches long by 1 inch wide by 1 inch deep. It does fit like a skein of floss, so I'll probably put some floss in a few drawers. I might put some beads or something like that. I'm not too sure. So if you have any ideas of what I should put in these boxes, let me know. But I think it's adorable, I think it's cute, and I'm really excited about this. And this makes me feel not as bad about not having so much stuff to open like everybody else does. Which, I mean, I say everybody else, but I know there's so many people out there that aren't doing anything, regardless if they can't or if they don't want to or anything like that. But I'm just really excited about this. So if you have any ideas of what I should put in the boxes, please let me know. So that is essentially everything except my presents. So if you are my pen pals, thank you so much for tuning in up to this point. Please stop watching because I don't want you to be spoiled. Also, if you are my future in-laws, please stop watching as well. I finished your Christmas gift, so I want to show that off to my other viewers, but I don't want you to be spoiled. I will be getting this off in the mail Monday, so please stop watching as well. Okay, so those that are still around, thank you so much for keeping around. So here's a few more Stitchy funness that I have. So the month of December for my pen pal group, the theme is penguins or snowmen. So the last video I showed the snowman, little sandman that I did for my Australian pen pal, and then I stitched up these 2 cute little penguins. I designed the pattern myself. It's kind of a take on my witch penguin that I did on my stitch along, my Stitchonomy stitch along, and I just kind of modified it so they have little Santa hats and they have little mistletoe that they're holding on to. It is stitched on 28 count even weave, 2/2, and I plan on turning these into little pins. So I'm really excited with how they turned out. Okay, sorry, not sure what happened. So yeah, I'm really excited about how they turned out. They're really cute, they're really adorable. And then I finished my in-laws gift. So I stitched this, and then this bottom frame is going to be a photo. So I finally finished stitching this. Let's see if I can turn it so it's not so glary, sorry. This is called Love Disney. It's by MyEasyStitch on Etsy. And it was a really, really fun and quick pattern to stitch up. And then I got these frames from Michael's, and then I got some eye hooks just from the hardware store, and I just like screwed the eye hooks in, and I opened up the two on the top. So what they can do is they can just hang the top one, and this bottom one they can pull off and swap out the photos more easily than if it was like mounted to the wall or anything like that. So my mom had the idea of doing this contraption of hanging it like this. I really enjoy it. I think it turned out great. It's a wonderful idea, and I know that they'll love it. So one more thing is it is my Australian Penpal's birthday in like late December. Her name's Claudia. She's really awesome. We talk a bit on Facebook Messenger as well. But she loves Bulldogs. And since I didn't have time to stitch something, I decided to do a kit for her. And I found this super adorable pattern. It's by Pinoy, Pinoy Stitch. It's called Bulldogs Year Round. And it's a pattern of all these really, really cute, adorable Bulldogs. Obviously, like, July is a 4th of July pattern. I'm pretty sure they don't celebrate that in Australia, so there might be some modifications she'll need to make. But I picked up this cute bag. I plan on putting her name on it, and then I added all the floss and the fabric for her as well. So I hope she really likes that for her birthday. I'm really disappointed that I didn't have time to stitch something for her birthday, but next year, maybe I'll also do her half birthday since her birthday is so close to Christmas. We'll see. So that's essentially all I have to share with you guys. I'm glad to be back. I hope to record again. I'm not sure exactly when. My next day off that I know of is going to be Christmas Day, so I'll at least record then. Hopefully before then, but possibly not. So if you do enjoy my videos, make sure you hit subscribe. That way you do get a notification when I post another video. But until then, I hope you guys stay crafty, have a wonderful time. Stay warm if you are somewhere that's cold. Stay cool if you are somewhere that's warm. And just know that things are gonna get better. They will. And things are great. I mean, if you are here and you are watching this, things are amazing right now because you are here and everything like that. So you are loved. Sending positive vibes your way and all that jazz. So have a wonderful week or a couple weeks until next time I see you. I enjoy watching your videos as well. It's my way of connecting back with you guys. But until next time, have a wonderful one. I'll see you later. Bye.